Scott Serial Eclipse Sportswar Getty Jason Dwayne on June 8, 2018 11:30 a.m. on Saturday, the attention of the horse racing world will turn to a 3-year-old thoroughbred racehorse named Justify who, along with his jockey Mike Smith, can make history in just under 3 minutes. Justify will be going up against 15 other horses at the Belmont Stakes in Belmont, New York, this weekend. If he can pull off a victory, he will become only the 13th Triple Crown winner in history and would follow American Pharaoh, who pulled off a win in 2015 after a 35-year drought. The Triple Crown is a rare feat that sees a racehorse win the Kentucky Derby, Preakness Stakes and Belmont Stakes all in the same year. While there have been many horses who have come close to reaching that achievement, many end up falling short at the Belmont Stakes, which this year has a $1.5 million purse on the line. But Justify has already surpassed expectations during his Triple Crown bid, and many odds makers have billed the undefeated horse as the favorite coming into the 150-year-old race. With the hype building up for the race, here are 5 things to know about Justify and his bid for racing immortality. Justify and his jockey Mike Smith. Scott Serial Eclipse Sportswar Getty Justify has already made history this year by breaking the Apollo curse, though Justify was a favorite coming into the 144th Kentucky Derby on May 5. Since 1882, the Run for the Roses has never been won by a horse that did not race as a 2-year-old. History was against him. In order to have a chance at a Triple Crown, Justify was going to have to snap more than a century-old streak. The last horse to win under those circumstances was Apollo, hence the name of the curse 136 years ago. Justify won the Derby with a time of 2:04.20 and proved that the seemingly impossible wasn't so impossible after all. Though he was nursing a bruised hoof, Justify would go on to win the Preakness Stakes while racing in heavy fog. Justify. Scott Serial Eclipse Sportswar Getty. He was sired by a successful racehorse. Justify is a chestnut colt sired by Scat Daddy, an American thoroughbred racehorse who picked up 4 wins in the stakes races during his career. He became a distinguished sire after his retirement due to injury after a race at the Kentucky Derby. Scat Daddy died in December 2015 at 11 years old. Justify wins the Preakness Stakes. Sydney. Serial Eclipse Sportswar Getty. The group that co-owns Justify likes to stick to short names for their horses, according to the Washington Post. Windstar Farm, which co-owns Justify along with the China Horse Club, likes to stick to shorter names for their racehorses that are either 1 word or 2 short words. This is one of the reasons Justify is named Justify instead of a long name like other racehorses in history, like You'll Have Another or Strike the Gold. According to the Kentucky Derby website, Justify is also called Big Red by those closest to him. Bob Baffert with Justify. Alex Evers. Eclipse Sportswar Getty. His trainer also was in charge of the last Triple Crown winner. Justify's trainer, Bob Baffert, also trained American Pharaoh, the 2015 Triple Crown winner. Baffert is no stranger to success, as his horses have won 5 Kentucky Derbies, 7 Preakness Stakes, 2 Belmont Stakes and 3 Kentucky Oaks. Throughout his career, the 65-year-old has earned millions of dollars thanks to his wins, with American Pharaoh's accomplishments giving him his highest ever single-year earnings of more than $16 million, according to his website. If Justify earns the Triple Crown, it will only push Baffert's legacy even further. Bob Baffert and Mike Smith. Scott Serial Eclipse Sportswar Getty. Justify is ridden by 52-year-old jockey Mike Smith at the Belmont Stakes. Justify will once again be ridden by jockey Mike Smith, who has more than 5,400 career wins. He was inducted into the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame in 2003 and has attained 26 Breeders' Cup wins, the most of any jockey. Smith, whose father was also a jockey, hails from Roswell, New Mexico. See if Justify can complete the Triple Crown at the Belmont Stakes on Saturday, with coverage beginning at 4 p.m. ET. You may like on NBC.